Alrighty, guys, it is time to believe again. This was a day that, frankly, I didn't know was going to happen, even after we covered it on the Access Blockbusters YouTube channel, that Ted Lasso Season 4 had reportedly been renewed and announced a while ago, and we talked about this on the YouTube channel. But even as that happened, and even as semi-official announcements were made, because nothing really came from Apple. Most of these came from the cast of, oh yes, we've signed the deals, and we're waiting for Jason Sudeikis, who plays Ted Lasso, to join on. It all just seemed still very not real. It just felt like it was all floating in the air. Until this past week, when we got our first image from the set of Ted Lasso Season 4, and all of a sudden, this is now incredibly real. And I am incredibly excited. Ted Lasso Season 4 has entered production, and they've announced most of the main cast who are returning, as well as some of the new faces as well. So we're going to read from an article from Variety that just has some details about this, but you can go check out. I'm sure that the first image is the thumbnail of this segment if you're watching the segment, and it's definitely all over, so you can go check it out there. But we see Keely, we see Rebecca and Ted as well, and of course Higgins in the picture. So we've gotten some confirmation of them, and then we've gotten some confirmation of some other cast members who are coming back as well. So let's dive into this. Variety says, quote, Apple is ready to believe again with Ted Lasso Season 4 officially in production. Apple TV Plus has announced that shooting on the 4th season of the beloved sports comedy series has begun in Kansas City, with additional filming due to take place in London. A first look at the new season can be seen above, which is in the picture. It was previously reported that Jason Sudeikis would be returning as Ted Lasso for Season 4. Now it is confirmed that the original cast members, Hannah Waddington, Juno Temple, Brett Goldstein, so there you go, Roy Kent, Brendan Hunt, so Beard, Coach Beard, and Jeremy Swift will all be back as well. No signs, this is me interjecting, no signs of Nate. I'm not sure if he's coming back. No signs of Jamie, so it's unclear if all the main cast will be coming back, but it seems like the vast majority of them will be. And it goes on, the article goes on to say, quote, in addition, new cast members for the series include, get ready for me to butcher everybody's names, Tanya Reynolds, Jude Mack, Faye Marseille, Rex Hayes, Aisling, Sharkey, Abby Hearn, and Grant Feely. So those are the new cast members. Exact character details for the newcomers are being kept under wraps, but it is known that Feely will take over the role of Henry Lasso, Ted's son. So there you go, Ted Lasso's son will play a part. He'll be probably grown up a little bit. And then we get the official synopsis. So the official synopsis says, Ted returns to Richmond, taking on his biggest challenge yet, coaching a second division women's football team. Throughout the course of the season, Ted and the team learn to leap before they look. That was something that Jason Sudeikis said in an Instagram post before, taking chances they never thought they would. So this is, again, I mean, I like I said, I never thought this day would come. Season 3 ended with the hint that they might do a spinoff with this women's football team, but still, I mean, it just was something where you watch the end of Season 3 and you go, that was a beautiful end. But here's something that maybe not a lot of you guys agree with, and that's totally okay if you feel this way, that you thought Season 3 had a perfect ending, despite the fact that, overall, Season 3 was probably universally the least liked season, even though I still loved a lot of the moments of Season 3. The stuff with the restaurant as well, those scenes really just, there's still that heart in this show, even despite some of the weaker moments of elements of Season 3. And here's something, like I said, might be a little unpopular. Even though I think the ending of Season 3 was beautiful, I'm okay if they go back. I think that nothing, there are exceptions to this rule that I'm about to say, but for example, the end of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, obviously a fantastic ending. To me, there are very few things, and I'm talking about pre-sequel trilogy, there are very few things they could have done in Luke Skywalker's future to really ruin the character for me. I know a lot of people disagree with me, and that's totally fine. The ending of the ending of Episode 6 is the ending of Episode 6 of Star Wars. And whatever they do on top, if they do some great things, great. But the ending is the ending. And that doesn't mean there can't be a new beginning. And I feel very similarly about this season of Ted Lasso. The ending was the ending, and it was a great ending. If they decide to go back, and if it sucks, that's disappointing, but we still have seasons 1, 2, and 3. And that's still going to be there. And guess what? If season 4 is great, we get a great season 4. And that's also awesome as well. So I personally I'm just excited because Ted Lasso to me represents just one of the things that we're really missing these days. A lot of people talked about this with Superman, and I think Ted Lasso was a precursor to this kind of thinking for Superman, where everyone was like, oh wow, I really didn't realize I missed this genuine kindness and hope. And that's what Ted Lasso was for the last few years. A reminder to just be kind and to be a good person. And I'm so glad that, yes, we have our dramas like The Penguin and The Last of Us and Daredevil Born Again. But, there's room for shows. In fact, I think it's even more important that shows like Ted Lasso are here. So Ted Lasso and Shrinking, for example, two of the best shows, not just Apple TV shows, but best shows in general that are out right now. And I'm so excited for Shrinking Season 3, and I'm so excited for Ted Lasso Season 4. So guys, Ted Lasso Season 4 is in production right now. It is filming right now. It is real. It is happening. I am very, very excited. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below.